The DJI Spark is a great entry-level consumer drone. Whether you want to start capturing some aerial footage for your next big shoot, or you just want to take to the skies and see what the world looks like from above, the DJI Spark is not one to disappoint. Although DJI markets the Spark as a $400 selfie-like drone, the specs are still very impressive. A few highlights of it include a max speed of 41 miles per hour, up to 1080p video quality, capturing 12 megapixel still photos, and it has a 16-minute flight time. The DJI Spark was released in 2017, making it a 2-year-old drone at the time of this video, but shockingly, it is still one of the best drones in its class with such an unbeatable price for what you are getting. Upon opening the box, I had found that it was hard to set up the drone for the first time. The initial setup process for the drone and the controller are quite confusing, at least to me they were, and it took me a little time to figure it out. But once I did, now it is very simple, and I found there are steps that if you take, they will work almost every time to keep the drone paired with your phone. And the controller, of course. So before you even do that, when you open up the box, you will receive a cord, a USB brick. You also will receive a cord. This is a micro USB to, I think that's USB-A. And then you also receive one which is to USB-C. If you're an iPhone user, you're kind of out of luck at this point because there is no cord in the box that allows you to connect your phone to the controller. So the DJI Go mobile app is a very well built app. It features live feed of the drone. It also has a map of your current location, other things like where the drone's path has been flying. You can make a path for the drone and fly it on that path. It also provides real-time stats like how high up the drone is, the speed it's going at, a lot of things that will really be helpful, especially the more experience you get. And you'll also have features like active tracking, gesture controls, tap fly, and quick shot. All these things are really cool. I personally was not able to get the gesture controls to work. I'll be honest with you, I did not try much time on it either. You also have active tracking. It works pretty well. I will say when the subject moves though, like if they move to their left and they move suddenly, like around a turn in a road or something, the drone easily loses the focus of the subject and it just stops in midair, or it'll find something else that thinks is the subject and it'll start following that. The tap fly is you tap where you want it to go and it flies there. It is great for if you're just starting out with the drone. And then you have quick shot, which is basically DJI's preset movements that you can set it up to see it point it at subject, and then the drone will actually move around that subject or do whatever the preset movement is, and it looks really cool. Next, you have your battery life. I found that the battery life, although DJI claims 16 minutes, I have personally found that it is more or less like 10 minutes. But I would highly recommend buying more than one if you're planning on using this for a shoot or something like that, because having one battery, once it's dead, you're kind of out of luck and you're done for the day. So I think having a backup battery is a great thing. Next up is obstacle avoidance. There is no sensor in the back of the drone, so when going backwards, you must be very careful. Let's talk about accessories. I'm gonna just put out there, none of this was sponsored in any way, shape, or form. These are just things that I found. All of these accessories will be linked down below in the description. DJI sells a charging hub for $89, but I chose to go for a $40 one that I found on Amazon that looks great and works great as well. This one, again, it'll be linked down below in the description. This one works amazing, and the batteries just slide right in and it charges. Of course, there's a cord that you plug into this and you plug that into the wall, but the cool thing is you can also charge your iPhone and other things while you're charging it. So you can have this on your desk and just plug in your phone and other items as well. You can charge up to 4 batteries on here. There's LED indicators in the middle that will flash red, and when it's charged, it'll flash green. Next up, I have a gimbal protector. So this little piece of plastic goes right onto the front of the drone, just clicks right on, and it protects, like I said, the gimbal, and it also protects the sensor, which is great because then when I'm storing it in the case, which I'll get to in a little bit, I feel that it's even more protected. Next up, I have the propeller guards. Now, if you're new to drone flying like I am, you're gonna wanna buy these. These things will protect the drone and they just go right on. These are $25. they just go right onto this. They just slide in, just snaps in. And now if the drone hits something, it'll hit this and not the propeller, which is great because then you won't ruin your propellers. If you do not own an iPhone, then you're not gonna have to worry about this. But if you do, this is a lightning to USB cord, and it will allow you to plug your iPhone into the RC controller to allow you to, well, fly the drone. Finally, I have the case. Now this case right here, it fits the drone, the 2 batteries. It can actually fit up to 3 because you could have 1 on the drone and 2 on the sides. You have a compartment up here, which I put the propeller guards, the cord, and other stuff in there. And then it has room down here for other items. It also has a spot for the remote controller. So to summarize, the DJI Spark is a great entry-level drone for the price. It takes great photos and great videos. It has great obstacle avoidance, sport mode, you travel fast over a short period of time. The controller works in real time, so as soon as you push the joystick up, it immediately responds to that action, which is great. The smartphone connects to it and gives you a live feed and tons of features using the DJI Mobile Go app. You also have real-time alerts like battery life and like how much longer you are expected to be able to fly before the battery will die, and so much more using the app. So there's only 2 cons that I found. The first one is the initial connection process can be a little tedious, especially if you're new to drones like I am. The good news is once you're through it, you're done with it. Then you just go on your way and you never will have to do it again until you buy a new drone, of course. The other one would be the battery life. I think everything is great on it, but I think they could have improved it a little bit more. So the final question is, should you buy this drone in 2019? Well, recently, at the time of this video, on DJI's website, they're sold out of the DJI Spark in all configuration options. Now, this could be just because they haven't gotten more in stock yet, or it could mean that the DJI Spark 2 is coming. If you're one that does not care much about having the latest and greatest thing and just want a drone to be able to fly and take great videos and photos, then the DJI Spark is right for you. It is great for beginners, and it really teaches you a lot about having a drone and then eventually allowing you to upgrade to a more expensive drone. And that, my friends, is the DJI Spark. Hey guys, so thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that thumbs up button or thumbs down button, either one. If you have any feedback for me, please do put it in the comments below. It is really appreciated and it'll definitely help me improve my videos over time. See you next time.